Oliver, how was Christmas for William Morrison?
Not good, not good at all. We had sales figures from William Morrison this morning. Like-for-like sales, which is a measure of same-store sales, that was down over 5%. That's pretty awful. It's a lot worse than was expected. The shares are down about 7% this morning. It's worse than Sainsbury's, which was up a tiny amount, and worse than Tesco, which was down about 1.5%. So a pretty lousy time for Morrison's.
What is this beleaguered company up to?
Well, it's trying to turn things around. It's based mostly in the north of England, so its strategy involves three things. Firstly, moving into the south of England, where it's opening new supermarkets. It'll be opening them in the south to take on Sainsbury's and Tesco, which are much better represented in the south. It's finally moving into online ordering and food deliveries, where it hadn't been present before. Tomorrow it'll be making its first deliveries, and it's moving into convenience stores. So it's doing all the same kind of things that Tesco and Sainsbury's have been doing for a number of years, and it hopes that will turn things around.
What's the missing piece then? It's taking all these actions. They sound very much like actions that retailers all over the world who are trying to protect themselves against the expansion of online shopping are taking. What's the missing piece here?
The missing piece, if anything, is where the big threat is coming from. The big threat to Morrison's is partly from online and partly from Tesco and Sainsbury's, but really it's from what are known as the hard discounters. Lidl and Aldi, these two big Germany-based companies, are expanding in the UK, very cheap prices, and they're increasingly growing. They're winning a lot more sort of well-heeled people. ABC ones are increasingly shopping at these hard discounters, and that's taking a lot of share from all the big supermarket groups. And it's a question of really whether Morrison or any of the others have the stomach, have the appetite for a fight with these discounters to take the fight to them and try and discount to the same level. So far that's not been the case, but I wonder if that might change.
Is there any money to be made at the bottom end of the grocery spectrum?
There is. Certainly Lidl and Aldi seem to be making a lot of money and expanding, so they seem to have found a formula that works. And one of the other big UK retail success stories is 99p stores, which sell everything for 99p. They're also growing a lot. So there is money to be made. Maybe margins aren't so good. Obviously profit margins further down are worse than they might be at the top end, but that's not necessarily bad for returns. If you can build a big volume business on low margins, you'll do quite nicely out of it.
Thanks, Oliver.